Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I'm sorry for playing that intro that long, y'all. That donut I was showing off in a previous video, the challenge video, I turned around and ate it during the intro, but it was thicker. It's stuck in my teeth. It was thicker than what I thought, so I was chewing, trying to hurry up and eat the donut, and I didn't want to be chewing on the live, so I'm sorry for playing the intro that long. I try to only play it for 20 or 30 seconds to let whatever ads are playing at the beginning of the video to get out the way so y'all won't be cut off when we start the video. But anyway, y'all, what's up? It is time to talk about last night's episode of Big Brother 26. At the end of this, we will be talking a few spoilers. So if you're not on Big Brother Twitter and you don't already know what's going on with the veto and stuff, I'm going to tell y'all when to click off because we're going to talk about it. I'm going to try not to slip up. But if I do slip up, forgive my heart or forgive my brain. Whichever way the saying go, y'all know how the church people say it. Just forgive me because I ain't mean to do it. But we will be talking about spoilers at the end of this. But let me tell you, this season, I'm always really busy. Hey, Mejani, skip to the spoilers. You said forget them, skip to the spoilers. I haven't really been watching the live feeds as much as I used to, but I am on Twitter. I do keep up with some of the stuff that's going on. I find a lot of the conversations that's going on in the house kind of boring, but I'm trying to keep up as much as possible so I'm not a casual watcher. But I'm telling y'all, Sunday night's episode was hilarious to me. Let's just get started. So they went all the way back to the AI competition and they showed us Mackenzie winning again. And they went ahead and showed us finally people scrambling around doing what Julie said. Y'all go whisper. You know, you got 2 minutes to whisper. You don't want to just be clapping and cheering. Go ahead and get strategized. And they finally strategized. And when I tell you, because we already knew Cedric went home come Sunday, but they was just showing us what happened. Brooklyn is walking around the house telling everybody, we're doing Cedric. It's Cedric. You got to do, if you don't do Cedric, you're going to ruin the game. We have the numbers. It's Cedric. We're voting for Cedric, right? You're voting for Cedric, right? Or Rubina, however they do it, you know, the opposite. We saving Cedric. Then Brooklyn's ass took Rubina in the kitchen and said, girl, we ain't got the numbers to save you. You know, I tried, but the numbers ain't there. You going home tonight. Go ahead and get the rest of your stuff out the closet, girl. Don't leave nothing here because, you know, we might not pack it up right. Go ahead and get your little bit of valuables and put it in your bag because you ain't got the numbers. And I'm looking at Brooklyn. I am cracking up. Only because I already know Cedric is the one. We already seen the Thursday night episode. So I am cracking up. I agree, Mejani. The feeds are terrible, and I don't watch them. But the edits have been funny this season so far. I'm cracking up at Brooklyn the whole time. This picture on the screen is Takora. Them like, girl, you think we ain't got the votes? Just wait 2 minutes. Wait till Julie call us back in the living room. I'm looking at Takora and Chemo getting my life. Because Takora is smirking her ass off. She is smirking like, yeah, I'm about to blow it up. I'm about to blow up the Pentagon. Yeah, just wait 2 minutes. You think you run something, Brooklyn, telling everybody what to do. Just wait. Give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes, Brooklyn. I was cracking up at the beginning of the episode. Of course, we had to watch Cedric get blindsided again. And you know, Cedric is on my fantasy team, and I really do like Cedric. But as the old saying goes, when you play a silly game, you might win a silly prize. And this week, you won a silly prize, and you got to go sit at home and get on the Instagram live with Kenny and Matt and maybe Lisa. I don't know if you like Lisa like that, but you know, you got to just go sit on Instagram with the rest of the pre-jurors. I hate that for you, Cedric. But let this be a lesson to all future Big Brother players. Do not volunteer to go on the block. Don't ever think you that big and bad that you can win everything and you could just beat somebody. You don't know what the competition may be. Don't always, in future HOHs, don't ever put your numbers on the block. Put up 3 people you don't give a F about. You put up 3 people, you could care less which one of them go home, but keep your numbers in the vote. Takor and Kimu might not have been able to swing this blind side if, well, one, Quinn wouldn't have been on the block, but they would have had a solid 4 numbers. I don't know, but just let that be a lesson, because Quinn and Cedric played a dumbass game, and unfortunately, Cedric is the only one that got a dumbass prize. Now, at the end of this, when we get to the spoiler section, I got some questions and concerns, but right, I already mentioned this, Davion, but they ain't gonna listen to me. Then y'all not gonna listen to me, because I told y'all this before. I've been saying it every season about volunteering for stuff. I ain't never understood why we in an alliance, but I gotta be a pawn for you. No, sir, no, ma'am. But anyway, I love this picture of Brooklyn, because Brooklyn was pissed. Chelsea was pissed. They slammed that door in Leah's face like, it ain't 10 minutes yet, so I can't talk freely. But they was like, B, get out of here. We having us a private cry fest, and you ain't vote with us, so we want to cry by ourselves. Like, I was just cracking up. Like, this is Big Brother. This is how you play the game. You let the HOH put the options up, and then you vote how you want to vote. The HOH doesn't dictate anything. All they get to do is give you some options. You decide what's best for your game out of the options the HOH gave you. Wasn't nobody scared of Quinn. Wasn't nobody like, oh, I better vote how Quinn wants me to vote, or he might put me up there. Ain't nobody said none of that this season. So let that also be a lesson learned, future house guests. Have a brain of your own. The HOH can only give you an option. They don't dictate the vote. I love a good split vote, a good blind side. This was great television. Up next, they said the way Quinn had all 4 of his targets and none of them went home. I mean, of course, Angela was safe, but he had Tucker, Mackenzie, and Rubina on the block, and none of them went home. None of them was even scared of going home. Matter of fact, Cedric lost so bad, he was in last place. Rubina and Mackenzie was foot racing for the AI arena. And I love what TT said, because I can't remember who said it. I think it was Busy Blue. It was Busy or Really B. One of them said it in the weekly recap. They said, you were supposed to win this week. And because you couldn't win it, and you talked all that shit volunteering, damn it, I cursed before the whatever. YouTube don't demonetize the video. I slipped up. But anyway, you were supposed to win it. And just because you didn't win it, so you got to go home. Like, why should we get Rubina out? And you all started this week 1 with Matt. Y'all could have voted Kenny, I want to quit and go see my wife so bad ass out week 1. But y'all set the standard that if a competitor is on the block, they got to go. Why would we vote out Rubina when Cedric just won an HOH? He's a competitor. he's so big and bad. He want to puff his chest out like Tucker. Let Tucker sink by himself, Cedric. You want to puff your chest out and think you equal to Tucker and could win everything, and then you still sitting on the block. You gotta go. Dion Rocks, you applying next season. You almost made it this season. We're gonna have to get in the DMs. I really want to know what the process is about, because I want to do it, but I just feel like number one, my nerves. Let me stop sharing this for a second. My nerves are bad. I am 46 years old. I don't deal with a lot of foolishness. I've been to cuss somebody out, and now everybody in Twitter world mad at me, trying to look up my job, getting to emailing because I done cuss somebody out and hurt their feelings. Now, I'm not going to be like the Angela of Big Brother 26, where I'm just making fun of people for no reason because I'm bored. But I get highly irritated, so I might say something to somebody. I would play an emotional game, because if you met, I'm a very emotional person. So I'll probably be an emotional player. In the beginning, I would be quiet, so you probably wouldn't see my true personality to week 3, week 4. And I just think, I can't see. I wouldn't even be good at the visual challenges. My memory bad, so I wouldn't be good at the memory challenges. My knee is bad, so I wouldn't be running up and down that slip and slide. I don't know. I would be good TV, though. I would give y'all some good TV. But anyway, enough about the application process. What happened next? It's time for the wall challenge, because, yeah, we saw people gripe around. We saw Quinn go in the corner and cry. Quinn, get it together. Get it together, Quinn. It was your HOH and you did that silly shit. So stop crying. Hey, Dr. Ivy girl. Get it together, Quinn. And I was mad Quinn was crying, and he went up to what's their name? TT and Timu. Whatever. I can't get his name right, but y'all know who I'm talking about. And he in there crying, well, you blew up the Pentagon, but we still visionaries. We still looking out for each other. I mean, did y'all mean to do it? Why you ain't tell me? You thought I was going to say something? You could have told me. No, we ain't tell you because we ain't want to have to lie in your face. So we just voted how we want to vote. Plus, I wish somebody would have said, but you ain't put me in the Pentagon. You were in too many alliances and you wasn't thinking about us. You was in the HOH room with the Pentagon, not the visionary. So we had to blow that up. I liked it. But anyway, after the leftover choking again. That was that second donut, y'all. I shouldn't have ate it. Now we at the wall challenge. It's time for a new HOH. And apparently everybody could be HOH again, because Angela got to compete and Quinn got to compete. And I didn't really think that was fair. Like, somebody should have had to sit out. But I guess since the system was hacked, they done wiped everybody credit clean and everybody could be HOH again. So anyway, Angela immediately fell off the wall in 3 minutes. But one good thing about that, girl, at least you didn't get all that slime and water put in your face, because I would have been upset about that. So at least you fell in time before all the slime came. Then who was next? It was Angela. It wasn't Brooklyn. It was Leah. And I couldn't believe, was it Leah? Who cares who was next? The person I want to talk about is Joseph. Joseph wants to throw the challenge. He was like, what's the point of me staying up here when I ain't going to win it anyway? I might as well throw it. Joseph. The first 4 people had to be have-nots. So at least wait to be 5th. So throw it at number 5 so you don't have to be a have-not. Unless you don't mind eating the slop and taking cold showers and sleeping on that hard ass bed in that light bright room. I don't know. Maybe you like being a have not. I personally would not like being a have not. Like, I probably would quit if I had to sleep on a bed like that. You know how bad your back would be hurting? Y'all don't have to give me an air mattress to put on top of this box or something. I just can't be sleeping on this box like this. But anyway, but Joseph threw the challenge at number 3. Who cares the rest of the order? Because I didn't write it down and I forgot. All I know is it came down to the final 4 was Rubina. And I said, you better go, Rubina. Rubina, Cam, Quinn, and Tucker. And so Rubina fell. And then Cam had 2 good saves that we saw on the show. I don't really know what happened on the live feeds, but on the show, he kept slipping and he kept pulling himself back up. And you heard everybody said the wall challenge is about grip strength. And of course, Cam and Tucker play football, so they have good grip. And then Quinn rock climbs and plays soccer. Now, I don't know what soccer got to do with grip, because I thought that was one sport where hands were not allowed. But, hey, throw it in there, Quinn. Throw it in there. But rock climbing, yes. So I really knew who was going to get it. So it came down to Quinn and Tucker. And, Tucker threw him a little deal. What did he say? I don't forgot the deal. Who cares what the deal was? Did he say you won't be my target this week? I like how Tucker said, no, let's flip this and reverse it. How about you drop and I won't make you my target this week? Like, wow. No, sir. I like this rivalry between Quinn and Tucker, but I want to know where it's going to go, because some funniness and some fakeness is happening with this veto, and I want to get there. But anyway, Tucker wins HOH. Rubina jumps all in his lap. Everybody is happy, but the Pentagon, they know their asses is getting on the block. Go ahead and take your seat. We ain't even got to have none of this ceremony. We ain't even got to go through the theatrics of any of this. Y'all go sit down. Just go sit down. Pick one to sit out, and the rest of y'all go sit down. Because whichever one of y'all win the veto, the other one is going on the block. The Pentagon mad again. Oh, we done got slammed. We mad, and we gonna get ready. It's time to play Big Brother. It's time for a power shift in the house. The Pentagon, y'all messed up. Y'all were empowered 3 out of the first 4 weeks of the show and did nothing. But get Angela targets out the house. Y'all spent a week getting out Lisa. That was Tucker and Angela's target. Chelsea, that was a mistake. Then you spent another week getting out somebody who wanted to quit. Mistake number 2, Pentagon. Then on y'all 4th week, which was y'all 3rd Alliance HOH, y'all did the silliness of putting the Alliance member on the block, and he got sent home, blindsided. It's time for a power shift. Y'all should have maybe got out some bigger targets. Maybe y'all should have really thought about who wasn't really with you, instead of getting, whatever the house wants. I don't want any blood on my hands, because now it's time to get bloody. Now it's time to get messy. And y'all are getting the first shots when y'all could have been taking shots. But anyway, who cares? Who cares? It's Big Brother time. I'm entertained. Now, what threw me for a loop is somewhere in the house. Oh, wait, let me see if I got my slides together, because let me see where I'm at. Okay, let's get here first. I want to know y'all. Okay, let me see what you said real quick. Hey, AM. First, Cedric gets evicted, and now Tucker wins HOH. The Pentagon hasn't taken this many hits. See, I got to start reading this. I got to start reading before I put them up on the screen. I work for the government. We got to be sensitive about what we put on the channel. And I know that was just a read. It was a little jokey joke. Angie, read the comments before you put them up. Read them before you put them up. I like it though, AM, but I probably shouldn't have put that up there. Anyway, let's transition quickly. Okay, this alliance was solidified. I don't know if this really happened in the episode or if this is just tricky editing. I don't like the name 6th Avenue. I don't like it at all. But hey, this is what they came up with. What worries me about this alliance is the only person that can win something right now is Tucker. Like, you're in an alliance of floaters, and Tucker is the leader. And at some point, you have to cut him. And what I don't like about this alliance is that outside of my girl TT or Tucker, if he could win out, I don't want anybody else in this alliance to win the game. Like, I don't care anything about Joseph, Rubina, Angela, or Kimu. So we're going to get into the question at hand in a second, but tell me in the chat what y'all think about the 6th Avenue. Let's talk about this point right here. Somewhere in the HOH room, Tucker and Quinn had a conversation that highly confused me, because Tucker says, you put me up last week, I have to put you on the block, but you're not my target. He was like, if I didn't put you on the block, it would look really weird. The house would get to spinning. I have to put you on the block, but you're not my target. I know it was Cam, Chelsea, and Brooklyn who put votes on Rubina. And I was like, hold up, pump the brakes, slow down. Cam, Chelsea, nor Brooklyn would have been able to put a vote on Rubina if Quinn did not put Rubina on the block. He could have threw up Leah. He could have threw up Joseph. He could have threw up, hell, he could have threw up he could have threw up a plethora of people. It's only week 4. He had options to throw up on that block. But he was the one who said, oh, that's your little showmans. Oh, she about to take a seat if you use that veto on yourself. And that's what he did. So how is that Cam, Chelsea, or Brooklyn's fault, and why they getting more blood on their hands than the HOH? It's something weird there. I ain't gonna take it too far. But I say it every season. Once you open the door to one black person getting the exit, it's a snowball effect. They get to rolling their asses right on up out the house. But we gonna pump that point of view for a second. We gonna pump that for a second. AM, I gotta read your comment before I put it on the screen. Okay, this one looks safe. Lord, now I can't find my mouse. Okay. TT needs to create a plan to get rid of Tucker before Tucker gets into Kimu's ear. Kimu will fold like a lawn chair. He sure will. Like one of them chairs you take to the soccer game. Kimu will fold, and that's scary to me. It is. But right now, I don't think TT is on Tucker's radar. But if it get down to like the final 8 or 9, yes. But you can't get rid of Tucker until you get rid of Ainsley. Like, until the Ainsley arena goes away, you can't get rid of Tucker because you have to backdoor him. You have to win HOH. You have to get in a veto scenario and pray he doesn't play veto. And then whoever wins that veto, pray it ain't Rubina, and take somebody off the block and backdoor his ass. That's how you get rid of Tucker. And I don't know how long Ainsley is going to be around. So I don't think they worried about Tucker right now until they can get a backdoor together. And maybe that's why Tucker ain't worried about Quinn, because he like, look, I know you can't do nothing until Ainsley go away, so we might as well work together for a little bit, because you can't backdoor me right now, because I'm going to win Ainsley. And I have all... If I was in a casino, I would bet on Tucker every time, because why not? He done won every time. Okay, Davion said they whack. Especially when Angela begged to be in it. But I do agree, go ahead and pick Angela up as a number. Like, at this point right now, you might as well carry Angela to the final 4. Hell, final 3. What's the point of getting rid of Angela right now? Y'all done got, everybody that hated Angela is gone. You might as well keep her around and let her be a number. Because if she begging, what, you know she gonna be loyal. We say it all the time, Dr. Ivy girl. We say it all the time. But let's move on to the next point of view from the episode before we get into the spoilers. This is the question I have at hand for the chat, because we already know Tucker is HOH. He nominated Quinn, Brooklyn, Cam. I'm getting ready to tell y'all the veto in a second. I can't wait to see Thursday night episode. I cannot wait. For the blackness of it all, did Kimu, I can see his name got an O in it. I just can't, my brain, once I start calling you something, that be your name. I'm trying my best, Chemo. I'm trying my best. Did Chemo and Tucker make the right decision voting out Cedric? I'm going to flip both sides of the coin because I have an answer on both sides of the coin, but I want to hear y'all responses in the chat. The first side of the coin, yes. Number one, it entertained the hell out of me. And I know I ain't up for no $750,000, but that move entertained me. It was classic Big Brother blindside, a Big Brother flip. People playing from the bottom. I still feel like y'all playing in the bottom. Like, even when we look at the 6th Avenue, I think y'all playing in the bottom. But they flipped it. They said, oh, our top alliance ain't even include us and stuff. We about to blow up the Pentagon, and I'm not mad at it. And you still got a solid 6 to fall back on. And you can repair with Cam, Chelsea, maybe not Brooklyn. I think Brooklyn gonna hold a grudge. But you can repair a couple of the other relationships going down the line, because alliances are gonna shift. Once you blow up one alliance, it's time for the game to be reshaped. And I don't have that much faith in the 6th Avenue. So I do think it was a good game move for them, because if they would have went along with what voting out Rubina, who is an ally to them, is working with them. If they were to vote out an ally, that was just as dumb as Cedric for volunteering to be on the block when his ally is HOH. Like, I feel like that would have been a dumb move. Plus, you were never going to be invited to the Pentagon. Quinn has showed you that he values the Pentagon over the Visionaries. Even though his mouth can say whatever he want to say, his actions showed that he valued the Pentagon, because the Pentagon were winning. So you blew it up. And you got a competitor out the house, which means it's easier for you to now win an HOH, because you done got somebody who could win an HOH up and out. So on that side of the coin, yes, I think it was a good decision for them to vote out Cedric. If I flip the coin, a part of my blackness can't get over Tucker wanting to save Quinn to get out Chelsea or Cam. It just feels like the snowball of the black people getting ready to go home. Now, I ain't saying that nothing against Tucker. It's just a part of me that has that feeling like, man, TT, once all the black people going home, it ain't gonna be too hard for them to get your ass out either. So I don't know. I do feel like the black people should kind of work together, but as we said it on Friday night, Cedric, Chelsea, and Cam really wasn't trying to work with TT, so why should she be loyal to them? But I just hope this doesn't turn into a snowball of all the black people sitting at home talking on Instagram Live instead of in the jury house. I don't know. But for right now, TT, I'm happy you made that move. It was entertaining. And at least now you're working with some people that actually want to work with you and not just stringing you along as a do what I say number. So, okay. Hey, Charles. Oh, look. I have to read Charles's comments too before I put them on the screen. But let me go ahead and read this one. It's only a good move because Tucker won HOH. If anyone on the other side won HOH, it would not. Because if Brooklyn would have won that HOH, TT, you and all your crochet would have been on the block. You would have had all your best crochet outfits on all the episodes, because you and Kimu would have been on the block. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. It would not be called a good move. They be on the block. I do agree with that, Charles, 100%. But Brooklyn fell her ass off that wall. It might be best if Brooklyn goes next because I think Brooklyn should go next. No. For good television, I wouldn't be mad if Cam went home because Cam isn't winning anything and he isn't doing anything and he talks too much. I don't see him as being a gamer. I see him being as whatever the house wants to do. Where now Chelsea is activated. She's going to be a gamer. Brooklyn is activated. They want to play the game. And I think Cam will probably go to Tucker with Tucker, I apologize. I didn't mean to do it. What you want to do? So I don't want to see Brooklyn or Chelsea go home. And I done already got into the spoilers. So let's just go ahead and get into it. Spoiler alert. If you ain't foreshadowed in what I was saying, it's now time for the spoiler, the veto spoiler. Anyway, 5, 4, 3. I don't put up a 2, 3, 2, and the 1. Okay. Tucker has won the power of veto. And like I said, he talking mad shit, but he backing it up. He's talking all the shit, but he's backing it up. And you can't be mad at somebody when they backing it up. That sounds like a dance. When they're backing up their cockiness. He's winning. Tucker has won HOH and veto. And, usually when the HOH wins the veto, they keep their nominations the same. Tucker has told Quinn he's taking him off the block. And apparently, he plans on exposing the remaining members of the Pentagon. But what are you going to expose? I mean, the House already knows that who were the 3 votes. I mean, that ain't going to be no big revelation, Tucker. But, go off, make your television show. And he's going to take Quinn off the block and put up Chelsea. I don't understand the logic because Quinn is your enemy number 1. And you have to know Quinn he's not going to be loyal to you. The first chance Quinn has to put your ass on the block or backdoor you out of there, Tucker. And I keep saying you can't win everything, but as of right now, in the first 5 weeks of Big Brother, you have won everything you needed to win. I know, Charles, I'm trying to build it up. Charles won't let me build it up, so let me go ahead and go to the next slide. So Tucker has done what he said he's going to do. I haven't watched the live feeds. I don't think they show the actual ceremony on the live feeds, so I don't know if he went through with his speech or not. But he did save Quinn, and he did put Chelsea on the block. The talk around the house is if Brooklyn comes down, Chelsea goes. If Cam comes down, or if Cam or Chelsea come down, Brooklyn goes. So I think Brooklyn is the target. I hope they can flip it around to Cam, because why would you want to keep Cam in the house? I don't know. Maybe because Brooklyn and Chelsea are more angry and activated, and they see that in them, because they know every HOH ain't gonna be a physical competition. They also know Tucker can't be HOH next week, so maybe they want to get one of the girls out that would come for them. And maybe if Cam won, they could manipulate Cam, which I think they could. I'd rather see I don't want to see anybody black go. I root for everybody black. But if I have to pick amongst the 3 choices, I'd rather for Cam to go home, and I can at least see the 2 girls fight it out, and really we can have a back and forth in the house. My alliance got it this week, your alliance got it next week. Where are Chelsea and Leah in all of this? They're kind of... Charles, you don't want to see Cam go? You don't want to see a back and forth house? I do. I want to see them go back and forth and fight it out and have a really good show. Oh, yeah, you do want Cam. Yeah, we need Cam to go home. Yeah, we do. Let me see what else I got, and then we're going to wrap it up. Oh, exactly what I said. I hate saying this, but if I had to choose, Cam needs to go. If I had to choose, oh, you said you don't root for everybody. I love Charles. I don't know when the AI arena will end. Real quick in the chat, because I think the jury is 9, correct? So is this the last week and then next week starts jury? Like, is this the last eviction before jury starts? I need to know the answer to this before I proceed to the next. Will Google tell me? Let's see if Google will tell me if y'all don't know. When does BB26 jury start? The first jury begins at the final 9 and it's 7. So now I got to do some math real quick in my head. We started with 16. We started with 16. We just got rid of 4. And this week, so that's, damn it, I'm an accountant. This should be easy for me. So we just got rid of 4. So we're at 12. And if we got, so it's a long time before jury. Okay. It's a long time before jury. Okay. So we got a couple of more weeks before jury. I probably can save this because I thought, hold on, let me read it again. It's 7 members of the jury. Okay. Because see, I thought it was 9 members in the jury. So, okay. So I'm thinking the jury start next week. So 2 more people are going to go home after this week. So with all that being said, this is a fantasy update. What you say, Charles? Brooklyn's, I'm not doing that. I don't care. That lady said she was 5% black. I'm going to let her ride with it. Whatever. 2 will be in the final. That makes 9. Okay. So 9 minus 16 is 7. So we got to have 7 people go home. I'm so confused. Not right. So we need 7 people to go home, and this week will make 5. So we got 2 more weeks before jury. Okay. I think I wrapped my mind around it. It's been a long day at work. Don't judge my accounting brain. Right. 7 people vote, and 2 people gonna be vying for the, going for the money. Okay, so we got 2 more weeks before the jury starts. With that being said, good job, Cheeks. I am an accountant. But it's the end of the workday. I was gonna have a fantasy swap conversation because I thought jury started next week, but I'm corrected. So I'm gonna save this conversation for another time, and I'm gonna go try to find what channel USA is so I can watch the Anonymous. But if you are playing fantasy with me and Really B, you have 2 swaps and you have to get them done before jury. Once that week of jury starts, if you haven't swapped out your 2 players, you stuck with the people you got. So I thought I had to pick now. So I got 2 more weeks to see who all go home before I start swapping people. Off rip, I'm kind of thinking I might just go ahead and pick up Angela. And I'm thinking Leah, because nobody really thinking about Leah. But I don't know. Now that I have 2 more weeks to kind of fill out the game, I'm going to save this conversation maybe 1 more week, and we could talk about it. We see who go home this week and next week, and then we'll talk about it. So with that being said, that's my update for Big Brother 26 so far. This week is a crazy week. I'm going to see Missy Elliott. That's my birthday present to myself, number 2. I'll be in Chicago again on Thursday, going to the Missy Elliott concert with my sister again. We just concerting it out for our birthdays this year. So I won't be live on Wednesday or Thursday. I should be home in time for the Friday night recap. So the Friday night, hey Montrez, the Friday night recap will go as scheduled, but the challenge and me and Ebby's Wednesday night reviews and all of that stuff that's Wednesday or Thursday will be pushed to Friday night when I get back. So, and then after Missy Elliott, I'm sitting still until Charles' birthday in October. I ain't gonna say what we doing yet, but me and Charles will be kicking it together again for his birthday in October. So after Missy Elliott, I will be seated. I need to sit down because I've been out in the streets this summer having a good time, as I should, as you all should too. Enjoy life as you can because life is short. You never know when that opportunity will come back around. Just take it and have a little bit of fun. Don't overextend yourself, but hey, if you can afford it, do it. Have a good time. So that's what I've been doing. I know that's right. I wish I had Usher tickets. Look, I'm getting ready to drag Usher. Whatever going on with his neck, it better be mended together come October. That's all I know, Usher. And you know, I pray for us your healing. And I mean no disrespect, but all I know is the show I'm going to better not be canceled. And I'm gonna leave that at that. And I'm gonna get off of here before it sound like I'm saying before I say something mean. Y'all, thank y'all so much for rocking with me and supporting the channel. Please like this video if you are new to Kiss My Cheeks TV and you over there in Twitterland or wherever you may have found me. Please come over and hit the subscribe button and support the channel. A lot of good stuff is coming up. Y'all got me watching The Anonymous tonight. House of Villains is coming back. The Circle is coming back. A lot of good content is coming back over here, and I plan on having a good time. So go ahead, come on over and hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Share the content. A lot of you all share. Thank you so much for that. And for the people that hit me up in the DMs, if y'all hear a good story, competition show related, because that's the bulk of my channel is competition show related. If you have some good tea, go ahead and hit me up in the DMs. Kiss My Cheeks TV, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm always talking about what you all send me. So keep it coming. Keep it coming. And y'all have a good night. It's been a long work day and I gotta do it all over again tomorrow. So I'm about to relax, release. I promise it's been water in my cup, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Bye.